Hello and welcome to Nyam Nyam. Here are 3 cake decoration designs made with cakes bought from the store, starting with a vanilla cake covered in buttercream icing. First of all, we need to remove some of the icing to create a smooth work surface. Using a turntable for ease, we're just going to smooth out the top and the sides. Now get some white, light pink and dark pink fondant. Sprinkle on some icing sugar and roll them out like so. Then using a cookie cutter, cut out lots of little hearts. Then alternating the colours, stick the hearts onto the sides of the cake. Perfect. Now let's decorate the top. Use a cocktail stick to pop in a giant fondant heart with the logo, Be Mine. And there you have an absolutely gorgeous vanilla heart cake made with love. Now for our second design. Again taking a vanilla cake and this time sticking on some icing sugar stripes around the edge. Some long, some short. Then pipe on different coloured buttercream to create flowers. So for this you just need the correct piping nozzle, one for the flower head and one for the leaves. We're using pastel colours. And there you have it, a beautiful flower cake design. This one has a secret layer of chocolate. Now for our third and final design, again taking a vanilla cake, sticking some straws in the top to fix on another cake. So this is going to be a super tall cake design. Removing any excess icing to smooth out your work surface area. Turntable makes it easy to do. There. Now we've got some melted white chocolate which we've coloured pink. We're spreading it out on a plastic sheet, letting it set, then using a cookie cutter to cut out some hearts. Carefully remove those and decorate the cake like so, by sticking in the hearts, overlapping on the top and down the sides. Pipe on some buttercream icing for a finishing touch. And there you have it, a beautiful waterfall of hearts. So, 3 fantastic cake designs made with cakes bought from the store. Which one do you like best? Enjoy! Get ready for this fantastic edible flower cake in the shape of a heart. Oh, all you need is a basic sponge cake, vanilla cake. You can cut it into a heart shape using a giant cutter or just your own expertise. We're going to layer this cake with pink buttercream icing. Then coat the entire outside with light purple buttercream icing, so it's very, very girly. Pipe it on the top. And then smooth it out. Nice and smooth, ready to decorate. Now we're going to pipe some pink buttercream icing along the bottom. A nice subtle contrast with the purple background. There we go. Let's do some white above that, using a serrated edge nozzle this time to give it a little bit of a frilly effect. Brilliant, keeping in with that girly theme. Now let's do the top. Pink around the edge. A larger serrated edge nozzle this time. We're creating a kind of shell-like effect. Look at that. White again on the inside. Of course, you can choose any colours you like if you don't want it to be as girly as this. Now time to decorate with some edible flowers, using a pair of tweezers to very carefully place them as you like around and on top of your cake. And you can use the buttercream icing as a kind of glue to stick them into. We're using yellow and white and orange colours here, a little bit of pink and purple too. Go as bright as you like. Some leaves. And if you prefer, you can use sprinkles, pearl sprinkles, multicoloured, chocolates, anything that you like. And there we have it. Fantastic. Ready for your loved ones to dig into. They're going to love this. Turn your basic vanilla cake into a warm hug of a cute panda. With Nyam Nyam, make a bamboo panda cake simply by decorating it with icing. So, starting with your basic vanilla cake, we just slice the top off there and cut it in half. Removing the crumbs. Adding some buttercream in between the layers and smoothing it over. No food colouring necessary for this one, just white buttercream will be fine. Layering the cake as much as you like. We're doing 3 layers. So we're covering the entire outside of the cake with the buttercream icing. Smoothing it over, ready to place our chocolate wafers all around the edge, with a few cut down to various sizes. Now, get your fondant icing ready on a chopping board and mould it into a panda shape. Be creative with your pandas. Some can be sitting, some lying on their tummy, some standing, or even lying on their back. Some fondant rocks and some fondant leaves. And there you have it. Super simple. Super cool! Bamboo panda cake. Delicious! Join us and look through a stained glass window and look into the world of beautiful cakery with this mirror glass cake. All you need is some ready gel and some food colouring. Mix up several different colours, put them aside. Meanwhile, get your plain vanilla cake. Start to layer it with buttercream icing. Just pipe it on and then coat the entire outside in it too. Smooth it over with a flat knife or a spatula. Ready to decorate! Now we're going to get some white fondant icing and roll it out nice and thin because we want to cover the entire cake. It's going to stick down nicely onto the buttercream icing. Once you've done that, you can just cut off the excess. Now for the fun part. We've got some melted dark chocolate in a food piping bag. We're using a very, very thin nozzle to decorate on top of our fondant icing with a very intricate pattern. We're doing some sort of flower petals, and then we are joining them up in an almost spiderweb pattern using squares and triangles to fill in all the gaps. Once that's set, you can start to paint on the ready gel in between. This is going to look absolutely gorgeous when it's finished. Just use a little paintbrush to get in between all that delicious dark chocolate. Colours of your choice, of course. We're using a yellow, blue, purple, and green. Now, if you can't find any ready edible gel, then you can always try other things. You can use different coloured fondant icing, although it may be a bit trickier to cut out all these intricate shapes. You could do a kind of patchwork quilt. You could even use buttercream icing and pipe it on through a thin nozzle. Whichever way you choose to make this gorgeous mirror glass cake, it's sure to look absolutely amazing. Just like a stained glass window, don't you think?